Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an awesome life. I'm going to supply the tools for you to manifest anything, like it or not. You don't have to use them. We're going to talk about asking it as given. What does that mean? Absolutely everything is asking it as given, but as you know, I will present something a little bit different that'll help you to understand it, maybe in a way that makes more sense for you if you don't already have a handle on this. You see, we use these terms, law of attraction, ask it as given, all these things that you're thinking, wait a minute, how come I don't get anything? I'm asking, I'm not getting it. All right, you are. You're always receiving. So I never say asking it as given. For me, that's a one-way me kind of just say statement. Even though that's not really what it means, as in law of attraction, we think of it as something outside there that must come to us. And I don't believe any of that. I believe we are actually one energy controlling everything. You're the very energy that's creating everything. Why? Because you're the one. You are part of the one. You are a facet of the one. You are not the one. We are all the one. Everything's the one. And the one comes in different degrees of, let's just say, vibration, frequency. And the true source of all of it, of course, is beyond our imagination. And we are part of that expression. A little confused, aren't we? Yeah, okay, well that's okay. We don't have to know everything. That's the whole reason we're here. We cannot experience being human and accomplish our goals and breakthroughs if we had all those answers. Then the game would be over, right? Hey, you're a light being that can do anything. Oh, okay, well I guess I'm not gonna have to forgive anybody or do anything. We're just all going to hug each other and go, flying off with our little angel wings, which is what you ultimately are anyways. What does asking it as given mean? Well, because we are everything, we are actually the creators. There's no middleman. There's no, oh, I'm going to do this, and it somehow is going, oh, that formula works, and I'll give it to you. Somebody said, law of attraction doesn't always work for me. I'm like, yeah, it does. It's working every split second. There is nothing separate that happens from what you're doing right now. You're manifesting 24/7. That's all you ever do. That's what everything's doing it. That's what it does. The one creates, expands, recreates, evolves. It's constantly changing. It never stays static. You are not the same person you were a split second ago. Everything changes. So what I want to express to you in Ask It As Given is that everything you have right now, you asked for. All right. So in my e-course, Breakthrough Fear, go down here or come join me for a monthly webinar. Go down there and click. You can go over and get information. I actually teach you that asking and receiving is how everything works. Asking it as given sounds like somebody or something has to give it to you, right? Asking it is given. Well, what's giving it? There must be something giving it. There is nothing giving it. You are the something that's getting it. Whatever you give, you are receiving, including judgment, nastiness, anger. I got one person that's got a personal vendetta against me. Sorry, not going to post your stuff. Angry. Well, who's that hurting? As you know, my blood pressure doesn't go up, but I don't want to expose my subscribers to that. We have to control our own environments and decide what we are and aren't accepting, right? So there will be things that come to you that you didn't necessarily ask for, that's part of the one. You don't have to receive it. All right? There are going to be other things that people give. That's the giving that you do not have to receive. So your environment, your reality is always in your control. Somebody wants to give you something, you don't have to receive it. Nasty words, anger, talk to the hand. Wow. Sorry that you're having a bad life, but that I do not have to receive this because it's never personal. People spewing stuff out is about their own personal anger. And a lot of times they're just angry at other people's success and they want to attack somebody. It's easy to do it on YouTube. Not anymore. YouTube's cracking down on that, by the way, the hate mails. Thank goodness. So even YouTube is saying no more. No more of this armchair criticism. That's giving stuff that we don't have to receive anymore. What about you want to receive something positive, right? And you want to receive it. Ask, right? Ask and it is given. Well, let's switch that and say, I'm going to give. I'm not going to ask for anything. See, I've switched this around because now when I'm giving, I'm already receiving. Now what it's going to do is it's going to get you to think more like the 3-second manifesting exercise that I have you do. What am I manifesting? What am I giving? It's the same thing. It's all the same thing. It's all whatever you're thinking and believing. Because you can think and do mantras all you want, but the real ask is whatever you're truly believing. So if you think, well, I'm broke all the time and I'm going to, oh, by the way, like my t-shirt, I got my, it says raising the frequency of the planet one light being at a time. And it's you. And raising the frequency means that what is that thought? What am I manifesting? If it's a lower frequency, that's what you're receiving. That's what you're receiving at all times. I'm asking. This is what I'm asking for. Now, if you're giving, let's say you want to give something, you're going to really think twice about that. Because if you're giving nasty stuff, so we don't think about giving. We're like, okay, when I want something, I'm going to ask and it'll be given. But you're always giving. You're always giving. And you're receiving exactly what you're giving. So let's switch away the, okay, I'm going to like spew some garbage at this person and I'm going to yell at my kids or tell my husband that he's useless. And then so you're actually giving. So you're not thinking, oh, I'm manifesting anything. This is just, I'm dealing with, bad situations. Oh, now I'm going to go over here and manifest. And I'm going to ask and it's going to be given. All the same thing. It's all the same thing. Right there, when you're yelling at somebody, you're criticizing, you're judging, you are giving and you are receiving. There is no time limit on that. There's no, it takes time and then it comes back to you. It's happening. It's one thing happening. This is what I'm creating. This is what I'm creating. Yeah, it's not so good, is it? Oops, I'm judging somebody. So that's what you're putting out there, and you're receiving it. Split second, man, same time, right? You're looking in a mirror. It's just a reflection of what you are. So you're giving and receiving exactly what you give. So you can ask all you want, but if you're spewing garbage out into the universe, you're receiving it. There's no judgment. It's immediate. Because it's you. We're all the same energy. So you're receiving exactly what you just created. So you cannot do all of that. Go over here and ask for something and then sit and wait for it as if it's something that's going to decide whether you're worthy or not. There's nothing decided if you're worthy, because if you don't think you're worthy, it doesn't think you're worthy, because you are it. You are the collective consciousness. You are the decision maker. You are the grantor of your wishes. I know this is a tough one because we continually separate ourselves from the power. You're the power. You're doing it. I'm doing it right now. I am thinking something and I'm doing it. Guess what? That 3-second manifesting scares a lot of people because they realize, I'm manifesting that. I'm manifesting that. That's what I'm giving. I'm giving that to the universe, which is a directive. A directive is, I'm not worthy, the world stinks, this is bad, and why do people do, and then that's your world. You're creating that environment. You're creating that whole reality. I don't. This is why I don't watch the news. And somebody said to me, I had a friend who said, well, do you know about the 19 people that got shot here in the United States? I said, no. You need to know this. I said, give me one reason why I need to know. Well, this is going on. I said, it's going on all over the world. It's not just the United States. That doesn't light a candle to what's going on all over the world every day in some countries, right? We have one of those incidents. It's a big deal. You know, we've publicized it, it's like this horrible thing, and people live like that all over the planet. So why do I need to know any specific details? I know that I should be focused every day on raising that frequency, because that's what's going to help everybody. When you focus on all these other things, you're not changing anything other than you're creating that. That's going to be your reality. You're giving that, you're receiving it. Giving, receiving. I'm giving orders, my directives. So think of it this way. What's my directive? I'm giving right now, and I'm receiving that. So every day when you're focused on creating a better world, focusing on the light and the love, sending the blessings, sending the heals, that is absolutely what you're receiving and what you are giving to the planet, and it's working. And if you keep that up instead of watching the news and saying, people are dying, babies are starving, and I'm like, yes, we know this. Okay, what are you doing about it? Sending care packages, you're going to get on a plane and go over there? No, you're just going to sit and talk about it? That's not helping anybody. So if you are not able to do that at the moment, or you don't want to do that, then you can switch over and give and imagine a planet of abundance. Imagine, and this works. I take you in my course to the imagination. That's a nation I want to live in. Because whatever you continually focus on, no matter how out there it seems, you're actually creating it. You're creating unlimited focus. Unlimited. I have no limits. So if I want to imagine myself flying around the world, curing people or giving abundance, and I imagine that, you are absolutely contributing to collective. And I know some of you will think that that's cray-cray, but I'm sorry, it's true. This is quantum physics. It affects matter. Maybe you're not going to actually fly around, although I believe that is true. I believe that when we go into our sleep mode, we actually go out and do these things. And we're making a difference. So if you go to bed and that's what you're focused on is all the atrocities of the world, you're creating that, you're giving that, and you're creating that world. That's not a world that I think you want to live in. What are you giving? You're asking for it. That's what you're asking for. If I am giving goodness and light, blessings, joy, and I imagine abundance and positive things, that's what I'm giving. And I'm receiving that immediately. Giving, receiving, giving, receiving. That's your ask. Whatever you're doing and thinking, that's your ask. And it is given. Yeah, oopsie. So that's what asking it is given truly means. Whatever you're thinking, you're asking for. That's manifesting. What am I manifesting? And then we wonder why, we go over here and say, okay, I'm going to ask for this as if it's something separate and live a life of, negativity. We're not understanding what we are, which is one beautiful energy. I want everyone to go to a place of peace and abundance and light. I don't want to see anybody suffer. And when you're feeling that way, frustration and lashing out at the world, you're receiving it because that's what you feel is happening. You're creating that reality. That people are evil and everybody's out. Why? Because you're feeling it about yourself, not them. They're not to blame. And you're not a victim. You can change anything, anytime you want. You can go to a piece of joy and find the goodness in everyone. And know that we're all here as one big old energy trying to raise that frequency. It's a beautiful place to be if you can do it. And I know you can. So what are you giving? What are you asking for, right? Is really what you're giving. And that's what you're receiving. I hope this makes sense. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.